Well, good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. It is Saturday, July 18th, 2026 at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So if you are on here right this minute on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, you're live. But if you're watching it later than that, then you're not on the live. You're watching the replay. So I always have some people in the comments after the video, and they're like, I'm here. I got the live. And I always laugh because I'm like, nope, you missed the live. But it is Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. So anyway, I hope you guys are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning, and you got your pajamas on. You got your uniform on. So we are doing a pretty easy card today using the Moonlit Flora paper and the Fern and Flora stamp set and bundle. Well, stamp set and dies, and then also the Fern and Flora embossing folder. So it comes as a suite, which is on page 34 and 35 in the catalog. So you've got all your paper, your stamp set, your dies, the embossing folder. You get some gems. Oh, I forgot about these gems. I was looking for gems to put on this card yesterday, and I forgot about these. So I have those too. Oh well, I used the other ones, the in color ones, which I think are on back order right now. So I totally forgot that I had gems that came with it. So I should have used them. Oh well. So anyway, you get the embossing folder in the suite too, which I love that embossing folder. And if you want to see a better picture of the paper, it's also on page 65 down here at the bottom. But I brought it with me, so I'll show it to you. So it's really pretty. Let me grab it. All right, so here's the paper. So we're using these two pieces here, which are really pretty. And then that's the back of them. The back's usually just plain something. And then I love this piece here. This is kind of like a scene. So I don't know, it's kind of hard to do cards with it. I mean, because like one person would get this piece and then everybody else would get other pieces. But do you know what I just saw on a video, like a reel the other day? You know those little, I don't know if it's this one, but the little white butterflies, they're really moths that are flying around your flowers and stuff. It says those are actually bad moths or butterflies. And they lay eggs that have caterpillars that pretty much eat up everything. So I always thought, because I have tons of those white little, I always thought they were butterflies, but I guess they're moths. So they're not the good. I have like so many butterflies in my yard. Most of them are the really pretty ones, but I do have a lot of those white ones too. But they say those are the bad ones. But I love this piece, but I like the bottom part better. So I was thinking about using that, but I didn't have, it just depends on where you cut it for these kind of pieces. I like it when it's totally the same, the whole piece. And that's the back. And then here's another scenery page, kind of the same thing. So this one is more like you could get a little bit of everything in each piece, but orange is not my favorite color. I wish it was more pink instead of orange, because pink is my favorite color. I almost used the back of it for the pink. I love this piece, but I just wish the flowers were pink. Just because my mom would love it. She loves orange, but I'm just not an orange person. And then we have this piece, which is a good one because it's got the totally neutral the whole time. And then the back of that is that one. And then we've got one more. So this one is another one. And see, I do like the orange in this one because I love this color right here. It's kind of like soft sea foam, I think. Like with white tips, maybe almost. I love this piece. I almost used that one. But really pretty paper. So you could probably do a framed art or something with the big one that's like this one that's like the scenery. I think that'd be good for a framed art or a scrapbook page. Could I color the flowers pink with the blends? I don't know if you colored over top of the orange, what would happen? I could try it, but I mean, the orange is pretty. Just orange and yellow are like my least favorite colors. And it's funny because it's my mother's favorite colors. She hates pink and blue and purple, and those are my favorite colors. Is it crushed curry? This is Old Olive. And you mean in the paper? I don't know. Let me see. It says, it doesn't say crushed curry. It says Golden Glow. So black, berry burst, golden glow, mossy meadow, old olive, peaceful pine, pecan pie, secret sea, and soft sea foam. That's funny. It doesn't say the orange color. There's no orange color listed, but yet there's orange on several of the pieces. So I wonder what color that is. That's weird. So it does not list an orange. I don't know. It looks like, it kind of looks like peach pie, but that just retired, I think, didn't it? And it's not really pumpkin pie or timid tiger. I don't know what color that is, but I don't think there's yellow. Did I see a yellow anywhere? It says golden glow, but I don't see yellow anywhere. And that's orange. That's not yellow. So I don't know. Maybe they put the wrong color. I don't know. Anya. Hey, Anya. Oh, I got to say hello. Oh my gosh, let me do that. I forgot. Hey, Marva. Hey, Jody. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Therese. Hey, Mona. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Julie. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Susan. Hey, Mary. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Karen. Hey, Christine. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Myra. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Becky. Hey, Karen. I think I already said Karen, yep. You have to wait till August. Oh, is it out of stock right now? Darn it. I usually try to look and make sure that what I'm using is not out of stock, but sometimes it's hard because there's so much out of stock. Too many fantastic stamp sets being released at one time. You're right. Hey, Bina. Hey, Terry. Hey, Charm. Hey, Cindy Q. So, funny thing. You know how we were talking about the smoke from the fires and stuff? Oh, Rachel's laying by the pool. Nice. Wish I had a pool. It's too hot to lay outside, though. I mowed the grass yesterday, right? I started at 7:30, and it was so hot and humid. You know it's bad when you wake up in the morning and you look out the window and you can't see anything because the whole window is fogged up with condensation because it's so humid outside. And you walk out and it's just like a sauna. Even like the sun wasn't even all the way up yet. It was just like you walked outside and started sweating without even moving. It was just so hot. Ugh. I've got a lake. It's a creek more than it's not a lake. It's a creek, but you can't go swimming in it because it's brackish water, and like it's a tide that goes from the river and comes into the creek. And there's, critters out there, so I would not go swimming in it, but it's pretty to look at, yes. But I want something to go swimming in. Golden Glow is an orangey yellow. I don't think it's Golden Glow, though. Let me see. I'll have to go look. I'll have to get a piece of Golden Glow, because I don't think that's what, I think it's more orange. You saw another demonstrator who said all the colors are not listed on the back of the paper. Oh, okay. It must be Golden Glow. I don't know. Mango Melody. We don't have Mango Melody anymore, do we? I don't think so. You guys are buffering? I'm not buffering. Refresh your page, maybe. Well, we are supposed to get some cooler temperatures starting tomorrow. All right, so all this is in the catalog. If it is back ordered, hopefully it'll be back really soon. But I looked the other day and I saw there was quite a few things back ordered that aren't coming back till August. So, okay, so let's go ahead and make these. I don't have any Happy Mail, but I do have the card kit to show you. So if you missed the last video, here's the card kit. So it's a super springy looking one. I love the colors. These are my colors. Not really the yellow, but the pink. I like yellow with pink. But pink is definitely my favorite color. And then blue and purple. So I use that a lot, if you guys haven't noticed yet. Those were my favorite ones. So this is your card kit till the end of the month if you order $100 or more. All right, so for this card, we're going to make two because they're really easy. So it's 5.5 by 8.5 for our base piece, folded in half. And then we've got 2 pieces of white for the inside, 5.25 by 4, and also the front 5.25 by 4 of the designer paper. And then we've got black again, 4.25, sorry, by 3. And then this is the piece that layers on top of that. And this is embossed with that fern. So I took a piece like this. I did 4 by 5.5 and then cut it in half. So I did this together and then cut it in half. Well, probably not that. I don't know. I did 2 pieces at a time though, together. So you can do 2 at a time. I wish it was one of the big folders. I wish they'd make all the folders the big ones. So then you could do like 2 full sheets at a time. Then we've got 2 by 4 of the designer paper, again, another piece. These are just scraps that I had left over, so I just am going to put this on the inside. So that's what I did here. So that's my inside piece. I didn't stamp. The only thing I stamped on this whole card was the words. And then these are all die cuts. So I die cut the word, sentiment. So I have these 3. Let me grab them. Oops. They're sticking. Okay, so I had this one, the fern, and then this one, I don't know what that is, but it's got a piece of hair stuck to it. That's this one. So I cut this one with Old Olive, and I did 2 of those, and then I had 2 of the fern in, this is the Peaceful Pine. I don't know why I want to always call this just Jade, but it's not. This is the pine one, and it's just, you just cut it out. You don't have to stamp or anything. And then this one goes with that. And then this is the word one. So those are the 3 things I cut out. So the only thing I'm stamping on the whole card is the friend part. So it's really easy. So super easy card. Oh, so anyway, I was talking about the fire. So, you know, when I went out to mow the grass yesterday, it was very hazy and it was so hot and humid. But I just thought the haze was kind of from the humidity and the heat. And then I had a friend come over after I mowed the grass, and she said, "You mowed the grass in this weather?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was so hot." And she goes, "No, the smoke advisory." So evidently we had like a code red because of the smoke advisory yesterday. So that's why it was so hazy. But you couldn't really smell the smoke. You could just kind of see this haze, you know, sitting on everything. So anyway, it was a code red yesterday. So it did come down to Virginia all the way. So that was crazy. So it's still kind of hazy today, and it's still very hot and humid. But hopefully, I hope you got a screenshot of that. So hopefully tomorrow it's going to cool off and be 80s for like a week. But it's supposed to rain like every day. So it'll be humid. But at least I did get the grass mowed yesterday. I tell you what, I think I lost 10 pounds from sweating because it was so hot. All right, so mostly we just have to put stuff together. These 2 go together here. These 2 go together. This one we're going to put with our pieces here. And then these 2 we're going to rip. So I cut these at 2, but then I ended up ripping it a little bit. Then I said, oh, I want to rip it more because I wanted a little bit more of the white. I kind of wanted it like half and half almost, so that I didn't want to cover up the embossed part too much. So we're just going to rip this. Maybe you probably could cut it at 1 3/4. That would be better, but we're going to rip about ½ inch off of that. And also this one. Oh, that's going to rip off my white part too. Okay, so we've got 2 ripped pieces. If you don't like ripping, just cut this at 1 1/2 then. Okay, then the only thing we have to stamp is our words. And I'm using the words that come in this set. Oh, Sherry's leaving. Is Sherry going somewhere? Oh, Robin, you got sweet. I love it. Yep, it is really pretty. I've seen so many pretty cards with it. So I thought, I'll use that. I had planned on doing a different card, but I was totally, I gotta tell you, just totally wiped out yesterday after I did the yard, that I really had no energy to do anything. So I said I gotta do an easy card. But I was gonna do a one sheet wonder, and I got everything out that I was gonna use, and I was just like, I just don't have the energy. I need to make something really easy that I don't have to do much. So that's what I did. All right, so that's all the stamping there is, so not much stamping. Oh, Sherry's at an all-day crop. Nice. Okay, so we're going to glue these two together. And so after the video, I've got to make some lemon bars because I'm going to my friend Colleen's tonight. And we're doing a potluck, and that's like everybody's favorite thing. So the recipe that I use is actually the Paula Deen Ooey Gooey butter bars, but then I put 2 teaspoons of lemon extract in it, and so it gives it like a hint of a lemon flavor, and it tastes just like a really kind of mild lemon bar, but it's really good. So I'm going to make those. The key is definitely to, when you're baking, the key is to underbake everything by a few minutes because it'll keep on baking. All right, so this one I'm going to put on the side here. So that should be a lot of fun. All right, so then we're going to put this right here on the edge, and it just is a smidge over, so I'm going to trim that. I did grab some new scissors too, so now I have some brand new scissors instead of those other ones that weren't cut and worth a hoot. All right, this one I had going, it's not long enough for this way, so we're going to put it this way and trim it. So just lay it down across here. So you know, just put your glue there. And then put that across the bottom. Or you could put it across the top. It doesn't really matter. But whenever you have these scraps, that's great for putting on the inside of your card. Because then it just gives it something, a little pop of color. Especially if you don't want to stamp. So this could go on the bottom, or if you had done it the other way, you could put it on the top. It doesn't matter. And then that is going to go on the inside. It is. It's like one of my favorite things to make. I hate to turn the oven on when it's hot out, but I'm going to do it like right after the video before it gets too hot. But they're so good. Oh my gosh. They're good just like regular, if you just make the regular recipe for the Ooey Gooey butter bars. But I add really finely chopped nuts in the crust, pecans, and I also add the lemon extract to it to give them that little flavor. So instead of vanilla, I think it's supposed to put vanilla, I put lemon instead. Okay, so then for the top part, we're gonna put this down. Actually, let's do this first, just in case for some reason this is a sliver off. So I was trying to find a joke this morning, and it's like, I've told so many jokes, it's hard to find one that I haven't told yet. But I don't think I've told this one that's today. I have so many good ones that I should just start telling them over. Oh, you know what? I meant to do that right up to the, oh well. I meant to do it right up to the edge. But I put it down already. Okay, next piece we're gonna do the right way. So I didn't mean to do that with the white showing. So on this one, make sure you put it right on the edge. sometimes it's hard to get it to move after you put it down, but this one is a little bit over the edge. So did any of you guys see my post? I know some of y'all did. I posted on Facebook the other day about the, you know, the salad thing that's going on, how that's causing like everybody to get upset stomach. So I said, due to the lettuce issue that's going on, I decided to make a salad, but I used ice cream instead of lettuce, and I used chocolate syrup instead of dressing, and then I added bananas instead of tomatoes or something like that. It was so funny. I got a lot of comments on that. Oh, who's on here? Oh, Stuart. We have a guy visiting today. Hello, Stuart. Sometimes we have Mario and Luis on here, too. We have a couple guys that watch. Welcome. All right, so get that put down. This would be a good masculine friend card. You could put, well, you could put you're an amazing friend or happy birthday or something, but this would be a good masculine card too. Okay, so then we're going to put this on with dimensionals. Let's grab some of those. So yesterday was the first time I mowed the grass in like a month and a half, and I didn't get attacked by the biting flies. So that was a miracle. Because I tell you, I've been scared to even go out there. But I did pretty much cover every inch of my body with bug stuff. And then I sprayed my clothes with lemongrass. I have this like spray. It's lemongrass spray, and it smells really, really good. So I sprayed that all over my clothes because I heard that deters them too. So they did come around me, but no, none of them bit me. So I guess, I don't know if it was the bug stuff or the lemon. Also, peppermint oil, they say, is a good to spray on your stuff. All right, so there we go. And then that's going to go, I did put it over to the left a little bit. So I just put it closer to the left edge than the right edge. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. So, to any of you all, when you're looking for something to make, you go on like YouTube or Pinterest and look for ideas. And then it's like you're sitting there looking for an idea, and then all of a sudden you look at the time and you've been on there for like 2 hours looking for an idea. That's what I did yesterday, because I was just too tired to think of something. So I was looking for different ideas and taking screenshots of different things that I liked. And so I combined like 3 or 4 different cards I saw. And all right, so now we're going to put this down first. And you got to be careful with this because it's so thin. This would be a good one to do on sticker paper. And so I'm just going to try and put a little dot of glue here and there. This is when you kind of need tweezers sometimes. I don't know why it's going on better on one side than the other. I really don't need to put it on every single leaf, but we're just trying to get a little dab on here. Really need my like thin tip thing. Okay, so then I didn't put any at the top, so we'd have something to hold on to. So we want to put this kind of like over to the right edge a little bit. So it's got plenty to hold it down. And then same thing with this other one. We're going to do the same thing. This one has bigger pieces, so you can put a little bit more. I'm just trying to get a dab. Also, a good thing to do is if you have a sponge, you can put glue on the sponge and kind of dab it on the back. That'll work. And the sticker paper probably is the best idea. All right, so then this one's going to go a little bit higher and up to the left. And then our words are going to go across where right here. All right, but first we want to put some linen thread. So what I did was I didn't tie a bow, but I did a tail, and then I kind of went like, oops, a figure 8, like so. And just let that go, and I kind of held it like that. So this is where I need my tweezers, which I still have no idea where they are, and I'm sure they're like sitting on this table somewhere just in plain sight, but I can't find them. So maybe I'll do that today, look for them. I know I have like 3 pairs of them. That's what's frustrating. So we're gonna put a little dot like right in here to hold this, and just pinch it more this way. Or we could have put it on the back of our words. All right, so then also you can take a little piece of this and put it down. Just a little piece. Okay. And then this is going to go on with dimensionals too. So we're going to put dimensionals on that. Let me cut some more. So I was watching this show yesterday. I started cutting the paper for the card kits. And I started watching Ride or Die on Amazon. And that was cute. It's got Octavia Spencer. It's kind of far-fetched, you know, it's like Octavia Spencer is supposed to be like a regular person, and then her best friend is like an assassin, you know, for some like CIA kind of thing. And let's put this right here. And it was pretty cute. Not cute, but you know, a little far-fetched, because it'd be like me trying to fend off bad people, you know, when I am so out of shape. I couldn't do that. All right, and then we're going to put gems on in just a second. Let's do the other one. But I got some of the card kits done, but not all of them. So I'm going to finish those after I make my lemon bars. Trimmed silicone. Oh yeah. You know what? I did that. I did take one of my silicone brushes to do that. I don't remember where I put it. You guys do that? Like you have stuff, you know you have it, you just can't find it. And then you're looking for something else, and then you find it like a year later. And you're like, oh yeah, because I always put stuff where I think I'll remember where I put it. And then I can't find it. And then when I do find it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's where I put it. And then I'm like, oh, how could I not remember that? All right, so we're going to put this one right here on the edge. Whoops. Came up. Okay. And then this one on the top. I do that a lot. And then also I do the thing where you are, like, say I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I forgot whatever. And I'll get up to go get it. Then I get there and I'm like, what did I come in here for? And I totally forgot what I went in there for. Like, say I forgot an ink pad or whatever. And then I come back in here again. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what. Then I got to turn around and go back and get it. I'm like, gosh, how can I forget stuff in 5 seconds? But then you ask me, like, what happened 15 years ago on something. And I can say, oh, yeah, remember we were doing this and da-da-da-da. And I'll remember exactly what happened. It's just so funny. Okay, so get your tail going, and then again do back and forth. And the farther you keep your fingers apart, the bigger your what you call it to be. I think I did too many. Hold on. Yeah, I think I have too many. Hold on. That's got 2 and 2. Okay, we got 2 and 2. And then that we want. I want to go back on my finger. All right, that's what we want. We want the tail on that side. So then punch it together. So we've got our two loops and a tail on either side. And then we're going to put that down. One tail is longer than the other, though. That's all right. All right, but we're not tying a bow. We're just sticking it like this. So hold it together while you put your glue dot down. And we're going to put it right there. Or you could put some tear tape there too. All right, so we've got our loops and our tail. You could tie a bow if you wanted to, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. Kind of a messy bow without actually tying a bow. All right, then let's put some tear tape to hold it down. Do the same thing. Good, I'm not alone. I wish I lived. Oh, Mona, yes. You should just come visit and you could organize all my stuff. I am pretty organized actually, but just some things I'm bad about. All right, so we need to cover that. So I need to lift this a little bit. I put too big of a piece on there. Okay. All right, so this goes on with dimensionals. And then we're going to make sure we cover all that little piece of tear tape. Like so. Fluff out your loops over here and over here. I love how that looks with the tail coming out like that. All right, so now we want to put some gems. Now, I forgot those matching gems, so if you have those, use those. I have them, and I just forgot that, because I was looking through my gem box, and I was, like, not seeing anything that matched, but I'm going to use these Peaceful Pine ones. So I put a big one, like here. Sometimes these don't want to come off. Oops. Wrong one. I thought the other one was the one I finished already. Okay. And then 2 little ones. So we'll have a little one like up here. Oh, somebody's mowing the grass now. It's hot. My neighbor mowed the grass the other day, and it was like another 95-degree day, and he did it at like 2:30. And I thought, he's going to end up having a heat stroke and pass out in that heat. All right, then we're just going to spritz it with some shimmer spray. And this gives you a really pretty, on the darker color, you can see the shimmer better. So that gives you a really pretty look there. And then, same thing here. Love it. All right, so there's our Moonlit Flora cards. So there you go. See how easy that were? Only thing you had to stamp was the words. Now you could stamp more if you wanted to. But this set is so nice because there's die cuts for everything. Some of them you can stamp and then die cut, but like these I didn't have to stamp. I could just die cut them. And it just saved me from having to do a lot of work. And they're pretty easy to cut out. So there you go. So we finished really early, but we still have a joke and we still have card giveaway. So don't go yet. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the cards and enjoyed the video. And don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff for me. And let me get the joke ready. Okay, here we go. This is about old people. Oh, this is funny because this is exactly what we were talking about. All right, this is called The Joys of Aging. An elderly couple had dinner at another couple's house, and after eating, the wives left the table and went into the kitchen. The two gentlemen were talking, and one said, "Last night we went out to a restaurant and it was so good. I would highly recommend it." The other man said, "Well, what was the name of the restaurant?" The first man thought and finally said, "I don't know. What's the name of the flower you give to somebody you love? You know, the one that's red and has the thorns?" And the other guy said, "Do you mean a rose?" He goes, "Yeah, that's the one," replied the man. He then turned towards the kitchen and yelled, "Hey, Rose, what's the name of that restaurant we went to last night?" He couldn't even remember his wife's name. I thought that was funny. Okay, so that was my joke of the day. And now it's time for the card giveaway. Joke of the day and the card giveaway. Okay, so we still have Cheryl. Is she on here today? Because she's been on the last two and still has not claimed her card. And then we've got Carrie Hamilton. I can't remember if I saw her today or not. And then here's some cards for today. You like the joke? Oh, the good. That one hits far too close to home. Yes, it does, Christine. That's so funny. We were just talking about that, and I had already forgot that the joke was about forgetting stuff. I tell you. It's hard getting older. All right, first winner is Deborah Field. Deborah Field. There you go. You get one. The next winner is Loretta Pearson. Loretta Pearson. I don't know if she's on here today. And then last one is Trina Cheska. Oh, Trina's here. I see her. All right, so Trina won. Anybody else on here that won? Loretta or Deborah? Or Carrie or Cheryl? So, Cheryl, this is your last chance. You got till the next video to claim it. Carrie, you got till the 23rd. So, hopefully you guys will see that you won. And then, oh, address. Here we go. Here's my email address. So, don't forget, stampgirl2, don't forget the 2, at cox.net. And then here's the addresses for cards and prayers. So I'll hold it up so you can take a screenshot if you haven't gotten one yet. We haven't added any names in the past week or so. But as far as I know, everybody on here still needs... Oh, there's Carrie's. I've got hers. Okay. I have her address right there. Duh. I forgot. I tell you. Okay, so I've got hers. I'll take that out. I could send hers. And then don't forget 25% off Paper Pumpkin Kit for August. If you do that by August 10th. And then the foil machine things are still available. All right, so there's that. And then here's my address if you want to send a card to me or my mom. And there we go. Can't find your silicone mat anywhere. Oh, no. I have like 4 of them. So I have like one in here and one in my stamp room. And I don't know. I've got a couple everywhere. All right. I'm glad you liked the cards today. So thank you guys so much for joining me on Saturday. Now y'all could go back to sleep or do whatever you want to do the rest of the day. Probably stay inside and enjoy the air conditioning. But I will be back. Oh, who is that? Jalen, waiting for your first nephew to be born. That's exciting. Okay, I'll be back Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I will see you then. And I'm planning on doing a one-sheet wonder because I've got everything out to make it. So I've got all weekend to do that after I get the card kits done. So I'm hoping I'll get the rest of them in the mail today. If not, it'll be Monday. But, all right. You guys have a great weekend. And thanks for joining me. And I'll see you Tuesday.